Welcome back. My name is Teresa and I'm very much alive. Am I? I have an awful garbage filthy mouth where sometimes, just sometimes, I tend to use the word fuck as a comma. I know, it's disgusting. If you're not into that or weird stuff in general, this is definitely not the place for you. Feel free to exit the video here. No harm, no foul. But I'll remember our time fondly. Hello, my little pork chops. In today's video, we have yet another fun-sized makeup review. I'm gonna be talking about 3 products that I have playing with the last few weeks, and I wanna let you know my thoughts and feelings about them, and whether or not I think they're hot water trash, or beautiful little goblins of makeup delight. Without further ado, let's talk about the first product.
Ritual-to-Fee Thorn Oil Priming Facial Elixir retails for $68. Thorn oil is absolutely beautiful on its own, but its interplay with the skin is even more extraordinary. We have formulated this face priming oil from opulent, skin-loving ingredients to impact moisture and glow without leaving shine after absorption. As a makeup priming oil, it creates the perfect base for a full face application of any of our products. On makeup-free days, it draws out a lit from within radiance, beautifully healthy finish from your skin unlike anything else. This effect is plump, luminous, almost like you're wearing the most perfect subtle highlighter for your complexion after a long, restful night of sleep.
Full disclosure, the brand did send me this product to try, so thank you Ritual-to-Fee for sending this my way. Now for $68, what exactly do you get? You get this beautiful bottle filled with what looks like blood. This is fulfilling my Elizabeth Bathory fantasy. No more slaying virgins for this lady. The Thorn oil comes with this little dropper that easily disperses the product. You'll notice this product is very red. However, when you massage it into your skin, it is colorless. I don't have the best sense of smell. I know when something is really strong, and this doesn't really trigger anything in my nose. If anything, it does have a light floral scent. Now, I've been using this product for a couple of weeks now, and I believe it launched the other day on the 20th. And I have used this product in 2 different ways. 1, as a part of my skincare routine, and 2, a part of my makeup routine. As for skincare, this was fine. I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary or anything different in regards to my skin after using this product. And I suspect it's still because it's in the beginning stages of using this product. But what I can say is that as I've been slowly introducing this into my normal skincare routine, I haven't experienced any sort of skin irritations or breaking out. This oil melts beautifully into the skin and it really gives you this beautiful natural glow. And what I love about this product is that even though it's an oil, it doesn't feel oily and it doesn't feel weighted on my skin. So of course, since I can't really talk too much on the skincare front because I haven't really had any breakthroughs, I will definitely leave a pinned comment on this video or make a video in the future talking about the long-term skincare effects. But as of right now, it's not bad. Now for makeup application, I'm fucking obsessed. I have incredibly dry skin. I usually have a primer cocktail because 1, I'm extra as fuck, and my skin needs so much fucking hydration. Especially before I put on foundation, concealer, powder, blah, blah, blah. Before I do any of that, I need to make sure my face is properly hydrated. Now my 2 go-to products that are my absolute faves is a Tatcha Silk Canvas, the liquid version, and the Fenty Hydrating Primer. My biggest problem area on my face is my nose and my cheeks. That is where the dry spots live rent-free. Those motherfuckers are killing me. I apply a dropper's worth of oil into my hand and I slowly pat it into my skin. I wait a couple of minutes for it to sink in, and while it does appear to have like a rich luminosity upon initial application, it does dry down to a much more manageable glow. There's a lovely radiance to my skin that doesn't look like I dipped my head into some fucking olive oil. I have used other primers with this oil, but I prefer to use it on its own because I didn't notice anything different or unique when combining 2 primers. I don't need to incorporate other primers to make like the ultimate primer cocktail. I can just use this and be on my merry way. When I apply foundation to my face, I notice right away the foundation melts into my skin without emphasizing any sort of dry patches or any problem areas that I pointed out like my nose and my cheeks. Everything just sits so beautifully onto the skin. When I finish my makeup after I put on the fucking 75 pounds of other shit, my skin looks so fucking flawless. It looks so good. And I'm able to retain a really beautiful luminosity. I feel like my makeup stays put throughout the day. And I really believe it's all due to this product. This as a primer is just, it's fucking great. Here's my gripe though. It's the price. While I think it's worth the price, I really wholeheartedly believe that. And I will happily purchase this once it's done. What bothers me about this price is just based on how much I'm going to use this. I know I will go through this quite quickly. And it's because of my dry skin, I use about a full dropper's amount of this product. And at almost $70 a pop, I can't. Trust me, I want to fund this habit. I really do. And if I could, I so fucking would. But I'm gonna keep using this because I'm hoping that maybe I'm wrong and maybe that this primer oil is actually gonna last me a little bit longer than I think it is. I really hope so. But in any case, while this was sent to me in PR, I will happily fucking purchase this product with my own money. Because I really love how I look when I use this primer. This primer might be like a special occasion primer. I have specific products in my collection that are on the pricier side, like especially when it comes to foundations like Dior Air Flash, Sicily Le Tint, whatever, blah, blah. The La Mer foundation, this Tom Ford foundation. All these products are so fucking expensive, but to me they're worth every penny because I love how my skin looks. It looks like what I look like in my mind. And in my mind, I'm fucking fabulous. So while I want to use them all the time, I really baby them because of the price. In addition to the video that I'm going to be making about what I'm putting into the casket with me, I want to make a video about luxury products that I really truthfully believe that are worth the money. Yes, they cost an arm and a leg, but they are worth the money. And this, my friends, this product would be on that list. This is fabulous. This is so fucking good. And again, I'm living like my horror girl fantasy. I literally just want to fucking pour this all over my face. It's so good.
Tatcha, the Silk Powder Protective Setting Powder, retails for $48. A protective talc-free setting powder that blurs pores, shields from pollution and blue light, and provides a translucent, soft, radiant finish. This product contains silk extracts, fibrin, and sericin, which nourishes skin and helps hold an essential moisture, minimizing the look of dryness and flaking. It also contains anti-pollution and blue light ingredients, which help resist the clinging of pollution particles and shields blue light rays that may cause the look of premature wrinkling and irregular skin pigmentation.
For $48, you get 20 grams of product. It feels like a toy. It's giving me Polly Pocket fantasy vibes. And while I do enjoy that aesthetic, I actually really like the packaging of the silk canvas, the putty one more, and I kind of wish that it was in a similar component, especially in the terms of weightedness. I hate that it's fucking plastic. When you do open her up, you get a rubber stopper, which is a nice addition because it actually controls how much product comes out of the little spout. However, I lost mine. I'm pretty sure I ate it, so I have no idea where the fuck it is. I should be shitting it out in about a week or so. Rest assured, if you don't eat your stopper, you can put it on the little spout and it will control the product. Don't be like me. Don't eat the stopper. If you do eat your stopper, the product doesn't spill out. You just have to give it a nice, good shake for it to come out. I'm gonna keep it down because I need to stop jerking the powder off. Anyway, the reason why this review is so delayed, because this product has been out for a little bit, is because I experienced a lot of emotions when using this powder. And I thought I was losing my mind. Some days are good. Some days I look like I fucked a disco ball. And on Wednesdays, it would perform a magic trick and it would make all the products underneath it disappear. I don't have time for products that cannot make up their fucking mind, and neither do you. That is why it has taken me a hot minute to figure out if I really like this product or not. So let's talk about the bad first. Let's get that out of the way. There's micro glitter in this formula. And the powder reminds me a lot of the Hourglass Infinity powder in that way. And I find that if I use too much of the powder, which don't do, but if you do use too much of the powder, you basically look like you fucked a disco ball. And you're able to legally blind someone in the sun. If you plan on stepping outside, you better have a good lawyer. Before I discovered the right products to use with this powder, I found that this powder, when applied to the face, can disturb the shit that's underneath it. It clumps together. As I'm lightly buffing the powder and trying to spread it around, it will stick to certain parts of your face. And when you start to kind of like try to buff it out, it literally takes the foundation and removes it from your skin. And then what you're left with is all these little breathing holes that are on your skin. It's the weirdest fucking thing ever. Or what would happen is that I would start putting the powder around this area, which is a known dry spot, and it would immediately just turn dry. I could flake off the fucking dry patch in a fucking instant, okay? Like, it was really disturbing. I thought I was dying at one point. I was like, wow, this is it. This is how I'm gonna go. Tatcha, I love you, but you're taking me into the ground. What is going on? Or if I want to be less dramatic, I could just scratch it off and save it as a snack for later. I think that's how they make kale chips. I'm pretty sure. If I specifically use Tatcha Silk Canvas with this powder, all bets are off. It's fucking bad. I don't know why the powder and the primer on my skin causes such a weird reaction, but my skin feels very, very itchy. So much so that I need to immediately take the products off my face. And it's strange because I use that silk canvas all the time and I've never had that experience with it. But when I use that with the powder, I'm fucked. I also find that using those two products together, my skin gets extra matte. It's not radiant, it's not even a soft matte, it's just fucking matte and flat. And it feels very heavy, it feels weighted. I feel like I have 1,000 pounds on my face. And before I'm even done with my makeup, I develop this light dust of powder on my skin. As if I've been sitting on the shelf way too fucking long and no one has Swiffered me. When I switch out the Tatcha Silk Canvas for another Holy Grail primer, even like the La Mer primer, I still get the same drying effect. I find that upon initial application, my skin does look radiant, but it's very short-lived. In a matter of hours, my skin just looks matte and flat. Like, it looks awful. The powder does a really good job comfortably settling into my dry patches and fine lines, like as if it's being tucked into bed. And based off those experiences, I wanted to rip this product a new fucking asshole. However, I discovered how to make this powder work. And I know this is gonna sound really funny, but when I use this Ritual Defy oil, this shit is fucking magic. I have been wearing this foundation today for more than 8 hours. And other than the small amount of texture that's being built up right here, and the little indentations I have on my nose from my glasses, this shit looks fucking flawless. And you're probably saying to yourself, well, how do you know it's the thorn oil? I figured it out because it was the common denominator every time I had a good makeup day using this powder. Now I found that this product works best with a giant fluffy brush, and you just lightly dust your face with it. Don't go back in. The smallest amount can really set your face. And you also avoid putting too much micro glitter on your face looking like you fucked a disco ball. Or my other favorite, glitter bukkake. Now, upon initial application, there is a slight radiance to it. But again, it is short-lived. It really settles into a soft matte, which I'm not mad about, but I wish it was more radiant as it was initially described. The powder has a blurring effect around my pores, and it really makes my skin look flawless. Similar to the Chantecaille blurring powder, except I find that at the end of the day when I use the Chantecaille, I don't have any sort of dryness around this area. That's why that powder for me is truly a standout. At first, I wasn't interested in repurchasing this powder. I figured I'm just gonna fucking use it, or at the very least palm this onto my poor mother. But when I figured out how to make it work, it makes me really like the product because overall I really like how I look when I use that particular combination. So I think in the future I would happily pick up this product, but I wouldn't pay full price for it. And neither should you. I think the fact that you have to jump through hoops to make it work is just not worth the price tag. I also want to reiterate that, and I don't want to come off like, you need to get this because like you don't. I think if you find a nice priming oil, it doesn't necessarily have to be Ritual Defy, but if you have a primer oil in your collection, or if you find a cheaper one or whatever, or even just using a facial oil, I feel like that is the only thing that's going to make this powder work. I just want to reiterate that because if you have dry skin like me, that was a thing that saved this powder. Just keep that in mind if you suffer with dry skin. An oil primer might be your saving grace when using this product.
Jacqueline Cosmetics Blush and Bronzer Duos. Build a flawlessly blended sun-kissed bronze look. These complementary soft matte bronzer and satin blush shades deliver a soft focus, blurred finish, and brush on like second skin. Each blush and bronzer shade is hand-poured in Italy using the same proprietary filling process as Accent Light Highlighter, giving them the same silky soft texture.
For $36, there are 7 duos that come in this beautifully weighted packaging. If you throw this at someone, you will definitely go to jail. Oh, for sure. I like this packaging, however, it does create a lot of fingerprints, so it kind of looks a little disgusting, unfortunately. And you know, I'm not really crazy about this J. At first it didn't bug me, but I think from a makeup storage standpoint, also keep in mind if you did purchase more than one of these, kind of stacking on these makes it a little bit wobbly. It doesn't really sit flushed, which is annoying to me. When you do open her up, you get this nice full-size mirror. You get 1 blush, which is 4 grams of product, and you get 1 bronzer, which is 5 grams of product. It's really interesting, in my opinion, that it's not an equal distribution, so I don't really understand that, but I was like, oh, okay. It doesn't even really look noticeable in pan. Is that the norm of duos? I picked up 3 of these. So this is the first one. This is the Lilac Love and Top Tan for fair to light with neutral undertones. I have the Pink Me Up Oh Honey, fair to light with warm undertones. And I have the Warm Flush Golden Goddess, which is light to medium with warm undertones. To be honest, I probably only needed 1, but I wanted to see if there would be any quality differences between these products, because if you haven't seen my Jaclyn Hill mystery box, I did purchase the highlighter box. I wasn't really that impressed with it, but these products, these are fucking good. And I really had high hopes for these products because I'm obsessed with the Flash highlighter palette that came out in 2019. And I was even more intrigued because these have the same proprietary filling process as those highlighters. So I was really intrigued, and I'm really, honestly, I'm glad that I picked them up. They're good. The texture of this product is very, very silky. The bronzers are pigmented, but they do require to be built up. The bronzers are pigmented, but they do require to be built up to have a stronger opacity. And honestly, I prefer bronzers not to have a super strong opacity because I find when blending it out, it's that much harder to do. So that's why I prefer to have my bronzers be built up, because I want to be able to control that opacity. Some days I want to look like I am tan to the gods, and other days I just want to look like I have like a light wash of something so I don't look dead. All the bronzers applied beautifully onto the skin, and I was able to blend effortlessly. It didn't emphasize any texture, any weird dry spots, and I didn't notice any patchiness or lifting. This product has really good longevity. Some days I had makeup on for more than 12 hours and everything stayed put. And I'm happy to report, while they are warm tone bronzers, they're not orangey. They provide a nice warmth to the face without turning you into a fucking Cheeto, which is great. I can best describe the bronzers as like a nice tan on my face. As tan as uncooked chicken gets. My only complaint is that the neutral option, in my opinion, is not very neutral. I would say it's more warm leaning. As for the blushes, oh, they're fucking great. They're very, very similar to the Ambient Hourglass blushes. So rest assured, these are within the same family if you're familiar with that formula. The blushes applied beautifully onto the skin, had great longevity, and complemented the bronzers so well. The blush does have a light wash of color, but it just blends so beautifully into the skin. And again, another product that doesn't create or emphasize any weird texture or dry skin on my face. This product is beyond beautiful. I have been leaving my house a little bit more to run errands, and wearing these products with a mask has been fucking great. No lifting, no separation, there's nothing, like everything really stays put. Now here are my complaints with this. I really wish this product was released as singles. While I find the price very fair for what you're getting, I don't particularly appreciate being locked into something. For example, if I want this bronzer, but I want this blush, I don't want to have to buy multiples of a product that I'm only really going to be using half of. You know what I mean? I really hope in the future that they release these products as singles, kind of like what they did with the highlighters. Now, if you're uncooked chicken like me, I think your 2 best options are going to be the Lilac Love Top Tan and the Pink Me Up Oh Honey. The Warm Flush palette, while it is kind of workable because it's buildable, it's definitely too warm on my skin. It looks a little off. Like I was shake and bake, you know what I mean? Like it didn't look right. In the future, I really hope that this brand also expands their bronzer range. While initially I think it's a nice variety, I feel like they could have done a lot better with neutral options as well as cool tone options, because there is literally no cool tone options at all. Anyway, it's so funny to say. I do recommend these products. If you are interested, they are available at Ulta, and if you hate them, at least you can get your money back. These are fucking good. I think for me, I have never tried any of her lip products, and I'm still kind of like on the fence. So far, the face products, they've been good. Bitch knows what's up, so. With that said, let me know down below if you picked up any of these products, if you love them, if you hate them, if you want to see me review something else, let me know down below because I love hearing from you. And with that said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. To all my beautiful, wonderful patron bubbies, thank you so much for keeping this delicious, disgusting, filthy, trashy, just really trashy. Garbage boat afloat. I couldn't do it without you. I love your adorable little flaces. Flaces, faces, whatever. I just love you. So thank you so much for everything. If you want to know what is currently on my face, along with where to get my podcast, my merch, my bloopity blop plop, everything will be listed in the description box below. And I'll see you, little pumpkin. What is this? What is this? I'll see you, little pumpkins, later. Bye.